Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a T-54 first prototype. It's a Tier 8 Soviet premium medium. It's located on the west spawn of Safe Haven, and it's under the command of graldebarantauro. Game on. Well, I saw a stabilizer, a rammer, and I think that was vents as well on this vehicle in the equipment package. It's a Tier 8 game with Tier 6 tanks in it, and that's why you can see a KV2 directly in front of us. In fact, it's a KV2R. Now, what can I tell you about T-54 first prototype? Well, developed in 1944. It's based on the T-44, and it's got a 100mm main gun. Ooh, nice armor. Yep, it does 250 alpha, 119mm of penetration. So for a tank like the Tiger, it is deadly, because of course that's one tier lower, that tank. Now, it was built in 1944 or 45. They don't know precisely when, but it underwent the trials in 1945, but it was never produced as this tank. It was actually upgraded over the next 10 years actually before it actually was in full manufacture. Nice shot. You see how accurate that 100mm gun is. There are two tanks at Tier 8 which are premium mediums for the Soviets. This one and the T-44-100. And there's much debate as to which tank is the better one. The T-44 has the speed, but it lacks the armor. This thing has the armor, but it lacks the speed. All in all, though, the T-54 is much preferred by many players simply because it's so over OP. Oh, no, that one didn't work. He didn't get it through the lower plate. And that XM's now waiting for us to come around the corner so he can blast us. So he's angling. Oh, and he's just spotted an ARL, and he took a hit from the XM after all. So that didn't work out to his flavour. Yeah, shows how accurate it is though, because he aimed for that that very narrow part on the side of the tank that he could see, and he got it through. Okay, back. He could pin that turret. Yep, nicely. Low roll, 225. The ARL's being taught a lesson, so but oh, a meal. Literally. Okay, well, ram him. And yes, because he will come off worse. He's a light tank in sheep's clothing. Goodbye. Nicely done. Okay, did lose some hit points to the meal. Was it? No, he didn't actually. He blocked both the shots from the meal. And yeah, they were actually 105mm rounds to 360. Yeah, he did block it. So he didn't lose anything from the meal. I'm wrong. One of the good things about it, it's low profile. You can see here, it's very low profile. It's the turret on the turret. The armor on the turret rather is really good. 200mm at the front of the turret, 120 on the sides, and 75 at the rear. The hull armor's 120 at the front. It's not so great, but this thing is a lethal gun. Look at that. It's so lethal. It's so accurate. It's got the lethality of a Leopard at tier, well, the Leopard prototype and the Leopard 1. Oh, what have we got here? Yeah, my computer's trying to give up again. Sorry about that. If you wonder why it suddenly stopped, yeah, my PC does need changing. I'm going to have to get a new one sooner or later. Otherwise, my replay is going to stop halfway. He's trying to get it into the cupola, but he's looking for the spot. And, yeah, he got the vision slits instead. No, not that one either. And the KV2, well, he's risking a bit, but he's going for it. Carnarvon's very, very tough characters. The turret is very tough indeed, but the cupola can be penned. And he does go down in the end to a scorpion. So now we can move up. But there's only 5 enemies left, and most of them are out in the field. He didn't need to go over that one, but he did anyway. Now, if you're wondering why I haven't actually been making videos for the past couple of days, I had an appointment with the doctors to find out what's going on with my heart, and I'm afraid he still doesn't have the report from the hospital after my echocardiogram. So we still don't know how bad it is, but they said that we've got to wait for them to contact us because they're the experts. As you know, I did mention when I had the examination, the technician or the doctor who actually took did the work didn't look very happy when she did see it. And I think really what is likely is that I've got a heart valve or something which is just not working, or it's working at less than the percentage that it should be, and consequently they want to replace it with a new heart valve. There's some members on this channel who actually are doctors, and they've actually offered to help me, you know, understand exactly what's going on, which is I'm very grateful for them for that, because it gives me, you know, a little bit of insight into what they're all discussing. But it doesn't look good. On the other side, the good thing is that the pills they put me on to lower my blood pressure has worked perfectly. In fact, now my blood pressure is really, really low. It's 120/80 and lower than that sometimes as well. And so it's actually very, very reassuring, because now I'm not going to die of a stroke suddenly or a heart attack. It's more than likely going to be, if I do die, it's going to be because my heart valves gave out rather than anything else. Plus, of course, there's other problems which seem to be cropping up as well. Oh, be careful. No gun depression on this thing. It's 7 degrees gun depression. Not a ridgeline tank, this one. So the SU-122-44 is probably going to come and try and ram us. He stopped him, but unfortunately he's fixed it, and now he's coming on with that 122mm gun. Oh, it didn't work, and now we got rammed, and we did lose 144 for that. But we do have teammates, and he's got the ability to get round, and hopefully he'll be able to put a round into that guy before he can get the 122. Oh, he missed. Okay, goodbye. In actual fact, the killer of the SU-122 is the Kilana on our team. And there's only 2 enemies left now. They've got a Strib up there somewhere and a Cromwell. There's the Cromwell. He's a one-shot. The Strib's going to be the warrior, I think, more than anything. And the enemy is capping at the other end. That must be the Strib. It has to be the Strib. Well, somebody on our team will have to go over there and deal with him. In the meantime, we'll deal with this one here. Hello. Oh, didn't kill him with one shot, but now we can ram him because we do still have enough hit points to do it. Oh, we don't. Well, the kill shot goes out anyway. Okay, we've got to do a run to the other end of the map as quickly as possible. We can cap out. In fact, we've got 2 in the cap now, so there's no problems. We are definitely going to win this game. We're just not going to get the bonus. So we still don't know what the problem is with my heart. It must be the valves, because that's what my own GP is indicating, that it's the valves that are the problem. And that therefore I'm more than likely going to need a new one. And that's it. That's the end of the game. And we've won. Here's the end of battle stats. And that was a first class tanker for graldebarantauro of the FYD clan in the T-54 first prototype. He got a he got a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle, and he got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10 in that one. His win rate was 6,687, which is super unicum standard and quite a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the XM57, the guy who took 600 of his hit points. That guy got a high caliber in the end for 3,516 hit points. Second place went to the Scorpion, who managed 3,161. And third place, that went to graldebarantauro with the 2,816 that he managed to get. When it came to kills, it was the Scorpion. He got 5 kills. He was just one short of getting that top gun. Whereas graldebarantauro got 3 kills, so did the Striv S1 on the enemy team, who was still alive at the end of the game, but in their cap and, well, failed to get cap out because we had 2 at the other end. And, of course, we got 3 kills as well. And the only other person who got more than 1 was the Tiger 1, who got 2 kills. We mentioned that one, didn't we? Yes. When it came to base XP, though, because we did so much spotting and actual damage, we got 1,264, rather graldebarantauro did, and the second place was the Scorpion with 1,157, and they were the only 2 who managed to get over 1,000 base, with the Kilana getting 725. You saw he fired 29 rounds in the game, got 21 direct hits and 10 penetrations, 3 splash. Damage of 2,816 hit points, all of it at close range. 8 hits received from the enemy, only 2 of which actually penetrated, 6 non-penetrations, 1,510 hit points of damage blocked by armor. You can see that on the front of the vehicle. You can see all the rounds that have bounced off that turret because it was just so strong. And in that hull down position next to that piece of concrete, they couldn't get at him, so they couldn't penetrate the hull. All they could do is fire at the turret, and it just wasn't working until they actually turned side on to try and get the XM, and then the XM put a round into him, but it was a biggie. Anyway, he spotted 3 enemy vehicles, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 3, and got 421 hit points of spotting assist in that game. On a free-to-play account, he actually made 62,369 credits profit from that game. If he had a premium account, he would have made 93,000. He got a 55,000 bonus in there as well because mission completion. He also took away 7,036 experience points, including 5,688 for another mission completion event. So a very good game in the T-54 prototype, which some players, including some friends of mine, actually think is better than the T-44-100 because it's got more armor and it's more flexible. It's more flowing in its play than the T-44. And the T-44, well, yes, it may be fast to move about, but it lacks armor really compared to the T-54. Anyway, yes, I've got another replay for you from graldebarantauro, so let's look at that one. And the second replay is on Redshire Assault, and we're trying to play it in the STG Guard, the Tier 8 Soviet Premium Medium Tank. Game on! Well, this was a design started in 1949 to put the engine and transmission in the front and the crew in the rear. Of course, the driver had to be up front as well, because otherwise he couldn't see where he was going. So that's a bit of a letdown for him, but then, of course, the crew would survive if the worst happened, if a round did make its way through the front. It's got 122mm main gun, capable of 390 alpha, 212mm of pen with standard ammo, and with the premium APCR it can do 248mm. It's actually well, not an unknown tank, it's just an unloved tank by many players, simply because it doesn't really have much gun depression, only 6 degrees, and he just got penned by that Centurion 1. Do we know where it actually went in? Can't see the entry point. It's unloved because it does have only 6 degrees of gun depression, but it's actually quite a neat little tank because it's small and quite tough. 210mm of thickness on the armor at the front, on the turret, and the hull, well, it's got 100mm at the front, but very weak at the sides and rear because it's the same, 45mm only. So very tough turret. If you can get into a hull down position, great. But the problem is, in a hull down position, you've only got 6 degrees to play with. So it's more of a case that this tank can be used to side scrape on enemy targets, or do what he's doing at the moment. He's going sideways up the slope, which obviously is exposing his weak sides, but he's hoping the enemy's going to try and go for his turret first. And our Arty's certainly trying to help. Okay, the VK's just driven straight in and taken the guy out. Okay, T-34 2G FT just there. And it looked like that was a penetration, or at least it hit. Unfortunately, we just lost the VK. The T-34 2G FT just wiped him out. That's not so good. So he's having second thoughts about going up against that T-34 2G FT rather. Oh, VK? Yes, he did get him. And it looks like he got 414 hit points from that one. So that big 390 Alpha is so useful. It's another tier 8 game with tier 6 tanks in it. But it means he's got to do more work. Now there's only 35 rounds of ammunition as well, which means you can't just blast away. You've got to be very careful, otherwise you might run out of ammo. There was two versions of this tank in the game. Of course, this one, the Guard one, which has actually normally got a nice little camo with soldiers painted on the side of the turret. But there is another one in the game as well. The plain version, which I think is it the 416? The Object 416, or is that, am I dreaming that? There is a plain Guard, I think. Maybe it's just the STG without the Guard bit. Well, he's certainly got a nice pen into the Oni, and oh, he's gone! That's good news, but that T-34 is still there. And a Porlac, yeah. Easily go through the sides of a Porlac with this shell. Scorpion. That'd be nice, but no. Porlac. No, he's gone behind the walls. Is he going to come out and play? T-34, we'll have him. Yeah, and tracked him as well. And I think Arty just got him. Yes! The Hummel just wiped him out. So we tracked him, and the Hummel took him to pieces. Lovely. And he hits the Scorpion too with a high roll, 397. And now he's got a bruiser medal as well. So he must have 5 critical hits. The reload, normally by the book, is 12.46 seconds. He's got 10.68, so knocked 2 seconds off the reload. I didn't see the equipment, but I'm pretty sure he can actually supply that information to us. Graldebarantauro plays Arty as well as tanks. Took us a while to work out what his name is. Oh, what the happened to that T-77? It literally fell off the cliff, I think. I used to call him graldebarantauro. Yes, that was it. And I think I did in one recent replay, but oh, might have him. Yes, his name actually, got the front of him. Yes, I can take that. And he's got the kill. Yes, his name is actually for the giant red Aldebaran star in the Taurus region. It's a star, yes. Of course, the star that most people are talking about is Betelgeuse. They're waiting for Betelgeuse to go bang bang. As it will eventually. Still 6 enemy out there. And Scorpion is gone! Did we get the spotting off that one? I don't think we did. Yes, Betelgeuse is a giant red, and it is in its last stages before it actually finally goes supernova. And another kill! The VK3002M now. That's 2 kills. Thank you. We'll have that. He gets it. Low roll, 366. But he... and the Arty gets him again. It's the Hummel. That Hummel's enjoying our spots for him. He's doing a good job, and we've got 3 in the cap now. There's only 3 enemies left. We don't need to do it. We've got 3 minutes spare. I suppose they're just wanting to complete this this assault game with a quick kill, with a quick win. Arty's just going to be off down here. 1's decapped, so obviously that's good. That gives us more time. Yes, if Betelgeuse does go, then it'll be in the a very bright light in the sky, almost like a comet light. It won't actually do any damage and kill us, and that's it. The game's over. Here's the end of battle results, and that was the second-class tanker for our graldebarantauro of FYD in the STG. He managed to get a master gunner for getting 5 arm-penetrating shots in a row, fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 9 in that game. He also got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game overall, and a tank sniper for getting the most damage at a distance of 300 meters or more. And his win rate was 6,120, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, there you go. The highest damage, 3,629 hit points, beating the Scorpion on the enemy team, who only managed 3,076. Third highest damage turned out to be the T-29 on our team, who got 2,447. When it came to kills, the highest number was 2, and it was actually achieved by 5 players in the end. graldebarantauro got 2, so did the T-29 and the Hummel, of course, and the T-77 and T-34 2GFT on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it's actually the T-29 who did the best with 1,245. He was the only player to get over 1,000 base. You can see graldebarantauro managed to get 910. It's the second best in the game, and 661 went to the 88 on our team. He fired only 10 rounds in the game, but every round hit the target and every round penetrated. 3,629 hit points, of which 2,341 were at more than 300 meters. So that shot he did fire at the T-34 GFT, yes, it was a penetrating shot. The blind shot he fired in the right direction, it did pen. He got 1 hit received. It was a penetration, I'm afraid. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 7 enemy vehicles damaged, and 2 killed. And he got 204 hit points of spotting assist in the game. On a free-to-play account, he actually made 51,643 credits profit from that game using standard ammo. And he also took away 1,880 experience points out of that one as well, but no bonuses on either game or even part of the game because he didn't get the mission completion. So 2 very different games, and this one getting the high caliber and a tank sniper. And of course, in the previous game, the T-54 first prototype, he gets a first class, but no medals, even though he's instrumental in getting a great result for his team. By the way, I did mention about Betelgeuse. Just to let you know, it's a lot of people talk a lot of crap about Betelgeuse. They think, oh, it'll be the end of the Earth. Betelgeuse is 642.5 light years from Earth. It's not going to affect us. What it will provide is a spectacular light show sometime in the next 1,000 years. We just got to wait for it to actually go. We think it's going soon, but it's going to be a spectacular light show when it does go, and it'll be like having a full moon during the day as well as during the night, because it will be continuous for a matter of about 2 weeks or so, until it eventually dies down and virtually disappears. But yes, supernovas are the spectacular life show, or light show, I should say, of a fast-dying star. It's one of those ones where you live fast, die young, and leave a beautiful corpse. Because, of course, Betelgeuse is only 10 million years old. It's a very young star, but it's actually one of the fast-dying stars because it's so big. And compared to our star, which is actually quite a slow living star. It's just a general main sequence star, which takes forever to get there, but it gets there in the end. But it will never be a supernova. So just to let you know, it's just on the, if you were worried about Beetlejuice blowing up, no worry about that one. It's so far away. All we get is the light effects and nothing else. There's nothing else to worry about. So there you go. I've told you that, yes, I've still got my medical problems, which means every now and then I have to go to the hospital or go to the doctors. And we still don't know what the answer is, which is why every now and then I have to take a day or so to actually go and do all that. But we will get an answer eventually, hopefully. And thank you to graldebarantauro for 2 interesting games. Hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.